Morning diggers. I feel like Sir David Attenborough. Look at this bloody thing. He's got loads of mites on him, bless him. How can we get them off? Ugh, God. Anyway, well, we're back out in Somerset in a minute. I've been out for about an hour. Mr. Bumblebee sat on my hand here. Been out for about an hour. Oh, and I went over this place, and you'll see it in a minute. And this bloke come along, bless him, but he was going on a little bit too much, and it sort of made me go mad. But never mind. Anyway, today sees us at Somerset. Tomorrow sees us in Wellington. So we got 2 days of this. I hope this thing don't die. I'm just hoping this is going to bring me good luck. This little fellow here on there. Look at him. Look, isn't he lovely? Massive. Anyway, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for everything. It's a brilliant comments this week. And I've gone on to other channels and I've given them a hand. They've given me a hand. It's really, really good community. And what with all the people watching it as well, it's fantastic. I think we're on about 860 odd subscribers now. It's getting really, really big. And we may have a sponsor, but we don't know what we're going to do about that in a minute. We'll talk about that on another clip. But anyway, we'll see you on the first hole. Well, first hole of the day, and we're in some sort of village somewhere. And, well, I know exactly where we are in the village, but the top tail of it is I've got a picture hook. And I've sort of got this yellow sort of all-in-one suit on again. Bloody dogs are barking and people are looking out and, never seen detectors over there, ever. Have you? Well, that's a bloody good sign, I think. Well, to us. Blimey, I just looked through, it's so close to the houses, this place. Unbelievable. I just seen somebody sort of mulling around in the kitchen and, it reminds me when I was down in Holsworthy last week. I was trying to deliver a pallet to this place of animal feed, and this blooming woman leant out her window, nigh on naked. This doesn't go here, it goes up the road there. I said, I'm sorry, my love, you just got me out of bed. I said, well, I didn't, I never done it on purpose. Anyway, to cut a long story short, she sort of shot off and lived happily ever after. But anyway, did I tell you about this? Look at this, look, a buckle right outside someone's kitchen window. Well, it's got some real history here, but that's the trouble. See, you look at these sites and you think, oh yeah, it's been there for 1300, 1400. But yes, it has. But you've got to look at the latter end of it, where people have sort of walked over here over the last sort of 50 years. And yeah, it's 2p a piece. So another thought that come up with it as a lemon signal and a half that. So you would have thought that'd have been a silver, but no, nope, it's a 2p a piece. About 19, can't see, but yeah, 2p a piece. Well, further investigation is required, but we think this is not that old, probably, I don't know, 1940s, sort of wartime, that sort of thing, maybe older. But you'd have thought, if you look at these now, you thought, oh yeah, that's a snake. Well, it's not. That's a swan, and so's that, and so's that, yeah. They're both swans. Well, heads are swans anyway. Isn't that lovely? What a cracking start. But yeah, I can't show you too much of this place. It's just, as I said, it's surrounded by houses. I was digging that by GCHQ the other day in Bude. Oh my God, anybody would think the world was ending, me detecting that there. They're all living going on about me taking pictures and videoing. Oh, they must have thought I was a Russian spy or something. Well, I'm getting a rundown of the whole ground here. And the bloke said that he used to have a gun site up there to test his sights and all this sort of stuff, and fire pellets. But anyway, here's a bit of a press decoration, and there's a thimble, and there's George the Fifth. Yeah, so some good stuff coming up.
fear of what comes after. We'll hold on for better days. Let a past begin.
Cool, look
Yeah,
at look at this.
there you are. Look.
I'm with my mate Tim here, look. Cool. Where did that come from, Tim, this coin?
No, this is my grandfather's, my dad's father. Like, I suppose, his different pennies and all that.
How old was he then?
Well, he was born in 1887.
Blimey.
He's
That's
lucky to be, because I'm basically...
That one's 1889.
I'm lucky to be about, because my grandfather, he went, 1912, he went to America.
Oh, Christ.
Right? And we visited Venice Island where he went through. And he went on the Olympic about a month before the Titanic. Because I always remember going up in the old shed. And I said to our nan, this is how you were about 13, I suppose, at the time. Pulled back, and there were a paper cut. Like off a newspaper, and I said, oh, Nan, I said, in fact, there's a picture up in his shed behind the wood of a ship with 4 funnels on, see?
Yeah, yeah.
And all she said, that's the ship your bamp nearly went to America on. She said, good job he never, because he sunk, hit iceberg and sunk.
Did he?
Yeah.
That must have been the Titanic then.
Said, they used to, like the Olympic were the sister ship of the Titanic, and the Olympic were the only of those 3 liners what got to America.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Titanic went, and the Britannic went in war service.
Oh, he bloody lucky he never got on that one then. Anyway.
Sea or something.
Oh, well, I'm glad we had that little chat. Tim, his name is. What I don't know about this. What he don't know, well, hang on, he's forgotten more than more people. He's forgotten more than we'd ever know about this place. And he just pointed me in the right direction to different things. Anyway, I'll tell you about this. This is a parasol off of an umbrella, goes up and down. Oh, that story about the Titanic. Apparently, somebody went on it, and yeah, he never seen him again. Well, that's not unusual for people who was actually sailing on the Titanic, I wouldn't imagine. I went on holiday on that particular anyway, moving on. Right, so I'm just catching back up with Paul. He's been somewhere else that we call it the cold field, but I thought bugger that this morning. I didn't want to go over there because it's all muddy. And then hey ho, Paul goes over and gets his Eddie over there, and he's just turned up now. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? I bet you're chuffed with that, aren't you? Yep, you can't see his face, you can only see his shoes. All right, about size 20. Steady on. Anyway, moving on. Well, 3 hours here and hardly any signals. I come across here last time and bloody hammered, so you just couldn't make it up. I've had 27 bits of lead, and this is a bullet, and this is lead too, so that's 28. Oh, God. God knows how many rings around there. I was going to give up today, but hey, faint heart, never won fair lady. Is that right? Yeah. What does that actually mean? Right, here we go then. 1, 2, 3. Faint heart, never won fair lady. I know what it means now, because you've got to keep at it, and she'll pop up. Ta-da! Hammered! Anyway, enough of this old nonsense. Let's clean it up. I'll get these gloves off a minute. And right on that bloody maze, I complain like hell about this stuff. These roots. Look at it. Look. Ugh. Horrible to dig. Hang on. Well, we think it's an Edward. I'm not sure, but it's really looks like it's got a baby face, like a really young face there. Is that right? Don't know. Look at the state of my hands again. Ugh. Do you know, 40 odd bits of lead I've dug out. I was counting it, and then this popped up. Anyway, it's a long cross, so, and we think it's a York mint, yeah. Oh, that'll do. That's two. Well, I've had one. Paul's had one. Lucky bugger. Always does. I'll tell you what, if he took his coil off, he'd find a bloody hammer, that bloke. Ah, well, I'm not moaning. He's a good bloke. Moving on. Well, I thought I was on to another one. It's a button. Yeah, never mind. Just a little button. Oh, God. I tell you, whoever put all this lead out here. Well, actually, who did put all this lead out here? As I said, I don't know, what, 30, 40 pieces I got? At least 30 pieces in the van. I'd just been digging it all day. And, yeah, one thing I did find a bit earlier, a little bit of stuff earlier, I thought was quite interesting. Doubt I'll be able to find it now I'm talking. Oh, yeah. Think that's a bit of flint there. Is it? Yeah, that goes back some years. I think that I was talking to Paul earlier. He said he used to use this years ago in the Bronze Age, 2000 BC, I'd imagine, or 1500, for scraping skin. Does it work? It's not that sharp these days. But yeah, must have done a good job on this day. But that's what they used to do. Scrape skin off of animals and stuff. Whether that's right or wrong, I don't know. Right, I'm just going to put my gloves back on. Excuse me a minute, it's got to press buttons and stuff. So here's a 55, 50, 51 here, 52. It's probably lead, and I've sort of changed directions of where I'm going. But right, so I'm just going to do one here. This is just an example of what I'm going to try and do going forward with these live digs. So you can see it's a 55, 56, 54. All round is pretty consistent. So if I dig here and wobble the camera and wobble, because I've got this strap thing going around my neck. And then it's a massive faff trying to get it out. On the next hole, see, I'm going to show you what I think I could be doing to make it better for people. But I don't want people to think I'm cheating and planting stuff, so don't do that. Oh, I think this is more lead. Well, it might not be. But probably. I'd never seen so much lead in all my life. Last week I had 3 hammers up on the trot. And, what's this then? Yeah, I've just been getting lead and more lead. Well, that's interesting. It's a big fat, whatever that is, isn't it? That can't be. That's got to be a coin of some sort, isn't it? Do you reckon that's a Roman grot? What do you reckon? That fat? Somebody will probably say it's a shim off a tractor. But anyway, so that's my example of that dig. And I'm going to do something else in a minute and show you what I think I should be doing going forward. But hang on, it could be very boring, but hopefully it'll make things better. So this is just basically what I'm thinking of doing. Alright, there's a signal here, he's pretty crap, he ain't brilliant, but look. Right then guys, here we are, we've got a 43, 46, 47, a bit all over the place. Isn't that marvellous? So I'm going to then put my thing down, right? I'm going to go like this. I'm going to dig this out. Right, so here we are, look. The hole is not up, but the signal's still in it. But I've dug it, so I'm going to say, look, da-da-da-da-da, blah, 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 switch off, dig the hole. Now, all I got to do is turn it over. And hopefully, it shouldn't be such a faff with me going like this. Ooh, oh, I bumped into something then. Yep, my shovel. Right, here we go. So, it's quite easy now. See, that has never been out of the ground before. And it's in that clod somewhere. So. Oh, that sounds awful now. Got a 51. Oh, just seen an Amazon driver go past when I'm messing about with all this. And I was talking to, like, DPD, Amazon, all that sort of stuff. I was talking to one of them the other day. I said, how many drops you got on, mate? He said, 180. I said, pardon? He said, yeah, 180. I said, how the hell did you get all that done? He said, well, I'll bring most of it back. Well, in the afternoon, he said, because I got collections and all that lot. I thought, oh yeah. Anyway, bit of lead, but that's how I'm thinking of doing it. It's getting dark now, and the fancy buttons are coming up, or coming off, or being undone. Ooh, yeah, it's nice that. So this is what I was on about. Look, I've gone over here, and you can see there's an 1819, but I haven't got to go round and round and round and round and round and round and round like this digging stuff. It's already dug. It's in there. Look. Oh, it could be gold. Doubt it. It could be bloody lead again. Oh, so there you go. Turn it over. Never been out before. Now where's it gone? Oh, all this bloody maze stuff again, and you can see it. I bet that's lead. Hear it? Oh, it's going up to the top first now. Bugger. Well, where is it then? Oh, no. It's a shotty. Did you see the signal for that? But anyway, we didn't waste too much time. We got that hole cut there, and I just tipped it over, faffed around, out it come. Beautiful. And I think that's what I'll do, because it just, somebody said to me, and it's like stuck in my head. Somebody said to me, ooh, I like it when you go over the holes and you see the signal and you start digging it and doing this and doing that. Well, I don't like that thing. I watch other YouTubers when they go round and round in circles cutting these holes. It's just, oh, that's not part of the suspense, is it? Well, it ain't for me, getting bloody dizzy going round and round in circles digging holes. I'd rather do it without being wobbly. Anyway, moving on. Well, that was the first bit over. That was Somerset for you, and it never fails. I know I keep on about this bloody lead, but never mind. Don't worry about that. The hammer come up, the silver come up, that 1789 penny come up. Was chatting that bloke about the bloody Titanic that went on for ages. Bless him, he's brilliant. He is. I've known him for years. Actually, I didn't recognise him. I used to go bell ringing with him over wherever. I nearly give the game away. East Harptree. Anyway, so we're off to Wellington now, so let's get a shift on. You can watch the second half. Go and get yourself a brew if you want. Put me on pause. Well, there you go. You've had your cup of tea. Let's get on with it. Wellington. See you at the first. Right, here we go. Silver in the hole. Silver in the hole. Are we on a triple silver on the first bloody day? On top of digging 40 odd bits of lead, and I'm going to moan about that for the rest of my life today. It's been terrible. Oh, we got silver in the hole. Oh my good God alive. Oh, is it Monopoly money? Probably my luck. Yeah, hang on. Good afternoon, madam. How are you? No, madam, ma'am. How are you? And what are you? Let's have a look. It is 1 shilling. 1 shilling. I'll clean it up a minute. I think it says 1833 on the bottom of there. And that's a Vicky Young head. That come up on a screamer. 82, that one. Oh, let's get the mud off her face. Tidy her up a little bit and I can take her home and put her in my cupboard. Right, hang on. Okay then, look at that. 1853 we think it is. That's old. That's really old. And you got a Victorian Young head. We were just talking just now about the monarchies and the Queen and the Queen's mother, and we reckon this is the Queen's mother's mother. Maybe? Well, I don't know. Well, if it is, and you're coming over, Donald, you have a little bit more respect for our royal family. Thank you very much. well, we're having a bit of toasties and lead and a bit of silver. Not many sort of relics today. I reckon that's a George on there. You'd probably never know, but yeah, nice old coin. Well, this is quite an odd one, look. It's either an M there or a W. Interesting. Do you think that's a badge? Oh, there's an M on the other side. Or a W. That could be off for a dog or something. Don't know. Dog tag? Who knows? Hello, doggy. Have you not seen it? Oh, God, not that big one again. Hello. Come and say hello. Oi. Hello. Yeah, you're pleased to see us, aren't you? Are you the landowner? Good. Well, we've been finding all sorts of bits and pieces today. Most of it we can't sort of put our finger on what it is. So who knows? Looks like a face there. But yeah, we'll clean it up, and if there's anything on it, we'll let you know. Anyway, moving on. Oh, God, that got to be the closest ever to finding something really special. I found stuff special, but today, what a mad thing to find. Look at this. So this is this side of it, and it's a button. Right, I'm going to move it away and get it lined up properly for you. That's the other side of it. Look at that. I mean, I could just mug everybody and turn around and say, we've just found a gold geeky, greeky, queenie weenie. But it's not. It's a bloody old button. Ugh. Ugh, look at these. Hello. Hello there. Do you want a button? They're so tame, these things. Anyway, I think this is a button, but look at that. I mean, we're in Wellington. Just seemed to be some odd bits, that button just now. I mean, this looks like a pasty press thing, you know. And these sheep, when I start talking, especially talking to the cameras, they're all sort of walking over to say, I want to be involved. And you, good look at you. Come on in. Dr. Bloody Doolittle at his best, eh? Yeah. Anyway, on to the next. Well, we've been struggling a bit on this one today, but this one's come up. I think it's in 1908. 1908. Edward the 7th on there. And that'll clean up. I was just chatting to the lady who let us on this permission. And we're in Wellington somewhere. And I said, oh, don't worry, we'll find some coins. And I'm quite pleased that we found this one, because that'll end up with her. So that's good. And it's early days. Well, I wonder what that is. It's some sort of decorative badge. Or something off a horse, I think. Oh, my mate says to me, oh, clean it off, clean it off. Always clean stuff off. Well, I just cleaned that and it's nearly snapped. But yeah, that's quite nice. It's some place, this is. Look at that. There's a lot to do. There's a church on the right hand side there. And I've been in front of that. Let's see if I can show you the graveyard. Yeah, there you go. So maybe there's stuff here, maybe there's not. It's just difficult today. But hey, we're out, we're doing it, and it's sunny-ish. Oh, look at that. Massive musket ball. I thought it was like a... Yeah, I was just saying just now there's no lead about. So there's the lead. Look, it's about the size of a Malteser. I might even take a bite out of it, actually. I'm feeling a bit peckish. Anyway, moving on. Cool, it's definitely like pulling teeth here today. RM, something military, I reckon that is. Royal Military? Maybe? Don't know, you tell me. Well, there you go. I've sort of cleaned it up best I can out in the fields. I don't think it's nothing much, but there's a pin going across the back there. So definitely a brooch of sorts. But yeah. Oh, you can't beat detectoring when stuff like this comes up. Little relics, tiny little trinkets. Beautiful. Well, there you go, look, a horse's head. Oh dear. I don't think you can sing this song anymore, can you? Do you think I would leave you dying when there's room on my horse for two? Ha, guess who sang that? Well, I've been digging round what I can only call a waste pipe over there, and I had to sort of put up with all that stuff coming out of that to get this, and I think that's Vicky on there. And it's not a farthing or a penny or anything like that. We reckon it could be this play money. Is it called play money or something like that? I don't know. But Vicky's on there, so it's good. But it's such a lovely place, and we thought it'd have had so much history, but we're not getting much luck, to be honest. So what can you do apart from dig it? You've got to dig it. I mean, the place is supposed to be sort of Saxony times around here, and that's what we were hoping for. But anyway, as a start, we just need to go back about 1,000 years. Well, I haven't shown all the digs. Be here all bloody day. 2 pence, 5 pence, 2 quid, 1 pence, 50p, and I thought, bollocks to that, I ain't going to stay there for ever and a day digging all this crap. And up pops this, and I don't know what this is. It's much older than that other stuff. We think it may be one of those, it's French thing or something. Yeah, no idea. I ain't got a clue, but just digging by these houses. Somebody must have been up in that window just chucking money out, making a wish or something or other. Or maybe there's a pond down there, I don't know. Odd. Well, this thing is definitely a summit. There's an intentional pattern there. I'll try and get it in the sun. You can see there's a pattern there. And there's something here, and there's like a hole thing in the top. So half of these things you find, you just haven't got a clue what they are. And that looks really interesting. They come up on a good signal as well. Anyway, let's keep going. Well, I really did have sort of high hopes for these fields. Blooming mental. Church there, toll house, you name it, it's here. But anyway, got a Georgie come up, and he's 1915, I thought I saw just now. Let's have a look. Ugh, making it worse. 1918. There you are. Lovely. Anyway, on to the next, if there is a next. Oh. Well, that was a very hard couple of days, I must admit. I thought we'd do better in Wellington. I really did. I really, really did. But we never did. But a field's never done. This is probably the first time this has been done, this field. There's just nothing about it. We're finding sort of George, Victorian, and we can't go further back in, in dates or anything like that. It's just, I don't know, a bit disappointing, but there's always tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for the comments, thanks for watching me make a fool out of myself most of the time with all the crap that I come out with, but I just hope you're enjoying it. And if you haven't subscribed and you're just sort of dropping in, bugger off. Anyway, I'll see you again.